Christ.
I'm stating facts.
You assume they's homeless, piece of shit. Alright, guys. Welcome back to the channel.
Starbucks.
Sure, let's go to Starbucks. Alright, we're trying to find a place to eat. Only in Texas. Yeah, only in Texas you would have a McDonald's that is only drive-through only that looks like a KFC. So, trying to get some food. Gonna head to the track. Today we got warm-up, heat 3, final. Rain's in the forecast. That's all I need, because really I don't have anything in the dry. But thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and share. Catch you guys on track. Let's just full send today. I gotta go for it. And I'm gonna throw in the one setup that always works: the grands.
Back to the lead. There is chaos and big crash there and a near flip, but a great save.
All right, here we are, start of the finals. I took a lead weight to the right shoulder. Just gotta be careful, make sure we double nut them. I understand sometimes they could probably go through the seat. I have seen that, but this one looks like it just got loose. I don't think it was anybody from our class. Might have been the class prior. Not 100% sure, but it hurt like hell. Definitely probably should have sat out heat 3 and definitely sat out the finals. But me being stubborn, I was thinking to myself, I can one wheel it, I could probably do fine. And you know, it worked out pretty good at the beginning, so we'll see. At the very start of the race, I put in the setup that, you know, I always go with, and the cart was just way too free. I tried turning, it didn't happen. We just got piled up into turn 1. And then from there on out, you know, I was going to try and make a move right away, but I couldn't get the cart to turn down. It was just way too free. But then the cart came in later on throughout the race. I just couldn't drive it. So it was one of those. It was like, man, the cart was just free as heck. But, you know, there it goes. He's gone. He ends up shoving first place away pretty good at the beginning. They make a slight mistake on the S's coming up. This is my one and only chance I get to suck up really hard and good. The cart just rotated and sprung out so well. He made a bobble. I went to the inside. And then from there on out, there was just nothing I could have done. I was going to try to make a move and send it in, but I just did not have the run. I really didn't want to wreck us either. Didn't want to really end anybody else's race since we already had a pile up in turn 1. Don't even know what the heck happened there. but overall, I mean, I had a great weekend. Everybody was great. I know it was just frustrating racing because it was just frustrating overall. But overall, I had fun. Hanging out with the guys, hanging out with Caleb, hanging out with Noah, hanging out with everybody in my class, hanging out with all the kids, watching them race, helping out the junior kids as well. So it was overall a great weekend. They put on a great show. Stay on the timeline really well. Bad weather was coming in, so they actually accelerated the timeline. They were on the go ready, so they adjusted really well to the weather. The event was ran really well, so can't complain about that at all. Track was very demanding and physical, but it was a fun track once you got used to it. But other than that, you know, it was really dusty and hot. And will I be back next year? I'm not 100% sure. It's tough. Definitely, I was up there on speed. I might have been a tenth, the 2/10 off if we were, you know, equal to equal. I still might have been a tenth to 2/10 off, but I think the draft would have kept me in the race. Would I had enough equipment to win? Yeah. I mean, I think if I would have hung there the whole race, I think I would have been just fine. If I was 100% healthy, I probably would have ran with Michaela the race, and then if Noah and I and Caleb would have not gotten together at the beginning of the race, we probably would all been up there for the fight for sure. We just didn't have enough equipment at this point in time. But overall, super happy, super thankful for everything. Greatly appreciate all the support. Thanks for everybody walking up and saying hey. Thanks to the medical staff for taking care of me. Thanks to you know, Brian for everything this weekend, keeping me cool, keeping me hydrated. Chuck for all the support as always. SmokerPerformance, Mike always bothering me on the phone about, you know, stop playing around and, you know, give it your all when I'm giving it everything I got. Victor Peter Motors, thanks for all the support. The motor was on point for practice. AM Motors, thanks for support. Motor was just on point for the race. Yeah, I run 2 different engines from 2 different manufacturers. I think both do an amazing job on power. I just prefer the bottom end setup on tighter tracks for the AEM, and then for the top end tracks, the Victor Peter motor. So that has a lot to do with setup and valves and carbs and a whole bunch of other stuff. But since they know what they're doing, they set up perfectly. I'm super happy. And of course, MGM Chassis, Paul, April Rice, thanks for everything. Paul, I'm sorry I didn't listen. I'm sorry I didn't show the performance of the chassis, but it's there. Trust me, I'm getting one. Thanks, guys. Woo. All right. Drink a little coffee right here. Well, thanks for watching the show, guys. I appreciate it. Just want to come on here at the end of the video. I want to thank, first, I hope you guys understand, I do these videos not to put down these series at all. Yeah, the emotions are high because, I just want everything to be on level playing ground. But, I'm honest, straightforward. I don't hold anything back. I don't bullshit. What you see is what you get. All right. So after the race was over, for the senior race, we went to tech. There was a tech at head from the heavy race. They only teched the winners, but they kept the heavy head there. Don't know what happened afterwards. I know there was no DQ handed out. I'm not going to speculate anything. Doesn't matter. This is just telling you how honest we are and how I don't hold anything back. And this doesn't take back away from Kelvin's win. Congratulations to him. He did an amazing job, an amazing run. I didn't take away anybody's win from this engine manufacturer because it looks like, talking to all the other engine manufacturers, there's no performance gain out of this part. It's more of a cost-saving part. But the rules state, in the rules say, people saying like, well, what about markings on the head? Well, the rules state there can't be any unaltered machining, but markings are okay. But the rules specifically state that you're supposed to use a certain spring. So we're transparent. Taking apart Kelvin's head, I noticed something a little different and odd about some of the components, and but I didn't say anything. I kept my mouth shut. Why? Because at that point I was just so fed up I didn't give a crap anymore. If it's tech's job to catch it, that's how I felt at that point, and do something about it. And since they hadn't done anything about it up to that point, I was like, well, if they catch it, we'll take the DQ with our heads held high. If they don't catch it, we'll take the win. So that's what happened. We took the win. They didn't catch it. So in the end, overall, I think what the series is doing is great. No, nobody's told me to say that. I know you guys are thinking, with me speaking up, how bad the backlash is. Will I get DQ'd next round? Well, the engine I am running has gone through 2 WK complete teardowns and protests, and a CKNA complete teardown. So, and it was extremely, and just to let you know, the CKNA tech was extremely difficult. So any part they thought it was too close for CKNA, they confiscated. So they ended up confiscating off of my engine, was the head, due to depth being right at, I think it's 43 thous. So it was right at the limit. They didn't like it. So what they did was take it away, hand me a brand new one, and that's it. So that's exactly what the motor I am taking to TSRS, to be on the complete safe side of things, just in case there is any repercussions or backlash, which I don't think there will be. But you'll never know. And if there is, oh well, maybe they stepped up their game. So we'll see. Yeah, I will be at the next round. Surprisingly, they have not said no yet, so happy about that. Looking forward to it. Looking forward to the competition. I do want to apologize again to the competitors in my class. Probably should have sat that last heat out for sure, the finals. The track was just stupid slick. It was really hard to control with one hand. So I apologize. I went up to them after the race anyways, and I apologize to them. But overall, good run. Super happy with the new chassis. Thanks to Bryce Frank Racing again for the support, and Caceres Racing again for the sponsorship. So next round, we're bringing SmokerPerformance back on board with us. Caceres Racing is back on with us, and then of course Bryce Frank Racing is back on. Which kart am I driving? It's gonna be either an OTK or I'm back on the Burrell. So, two great karts. Makes the competition that much funner. Learning new equipment, of course. Do I wish I was on the MGM? Well, we'll see. You guys decide. Thanks for watching. Catch you guys on track. Love you.